Uber just announced the biggest overhaul to its driver background checks in years. Some drivers could lose access to the platform, others won't notice a thing. And the timing of the announcement isn't a coincidence. Today, we're breaking down exactly what changed, who it affects, and why Uber is making these changes now, and whether it's enough to address the lawsuits the company's facing. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to the Rideshare Guy. Yes, Uber recently announced what it calls the strongest background check standards in the rideshare industry that take effect right now, June 30th, 2026. So it just started today. They announced this a few days ago, but the practices are going to change going forward starting now. So now, before anyone starts panicking, most current drivers probably won't notice a difference at all. But there are a few important changes that you should know about, especially if you're currently going through a background check, renewing one, or you've had delays with Checker in the past. So let's break it all down. So let's talk about what actually changed. So Uber had a previous policy where Uber permanently disqualified drivers for crimes like murder, terrorism, kidnapping, sexual assault. Many other violent felonies became eligible again after 7 years in many states. Now, the new policy is that Uber is now moving to a lifetime look back, or 99 years, on a social security trace for all new drivers and, over time, existing drivers as they rescreened. Uber is also permanently disqualifying a broader list of violent conviction regardless of how old they are. So these are going to include armed robbery, aggravated assault, child abuse, elder abuse, strangulation, stalking, arson, and other violent felony convictions. And this begins rolling out today. So what does this mean for existing drivers? If you're already driving and have a clean background, you won't notice anything. Uber says existing drivers will be reviewed under the updated standards during future background checks. So not every driver is suddenly going to be suspended overnight. And that means drivers with qualifying violent convictions that previously fell outside the old 7-year window could now face deactivation once rescreened. So why is Uber doing this now? I don't think the timing of this is accidental. I think this has to do with a few different things that have happened over the last several months. So earlier this year, a jury found Uber liable in a sexual assault case that awarded $8.5 million to the plaintiff. So this case provides precedent when it comes to all of the other sexual assault cases that are pending against Uber. And even now, what just recently happened, Uber is also facing a shareholder lawsuit alleging executives prioritize growth and profits over rider safety and failed to implement stronger safety measures sooner. Uber obviously denies those allegations. So if you're wondering why Uber suddenly announced the biggest background check update in years, those lawsuits are impossible to ignore. So is this going to help Uber legally? Well, I don't know, because it could help Uber's position, but I don't think it's going to make those lawsuits disappear. I mean, one of the criticisms is that Uber's policies allowed some drivers with older violent felony convictions to continue driving. Now, Uber can point to a much stricter policy, but if future cases go to trial, Uber can say, we identified a weakness and changed it. So the courts generally look favorably on companies that improve safety practices. That doesn't erase claims based on past conduct. So those lawsuits concern what Uber knew and what policies existed at the time of the alleged incidents, not what the policy is today. Question is this enough? Well, I do think that this is a positive change. I don't think anyone is going to argue that people convicted of violent crimes should be driving strangers around anyway. But I don't think the background checks alone solve every safety concern. One issue drivers have talked about for years is fraudulent or rented accounts. Uber prohibits account sharing and has selfie verification tools in place, but reports of people using somebody else's account still surface from time to time and is more prevalent on couriers than it is on rideshare, but it still does happen. So stronger background checks are important, but they're only one part of the overall safety picture. I think this is one of those updates that it's easy to criticize because of the timing, but if we're being fair, it's also a change that probably should have happened years ago. Will it improve rider safety? Probably. Will it solve every issue Uber has been dealing with? Probably not. But if you're a driver with a clean record, this is likely one of those updates you'll read about today and never notice while driving. But of course, I want to know, what do you think? Is Uber making the right move here? Do you think that these new background checks are enough? Or are there other safety issues that Uber needs to still address? Let us know in the comments. But if you want to know why Uber drivers are quitting and smart drivers are avoiding it, check out this video right here. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.